YouTubelandia. Land of the YouTube. Let's see what's going around these parts. Get my blanket-dank. Hi, guys. Come on, sweetness. You want to come sit with your mom? Good morning, Nicole and Carrie and Janice and James. All right. Just got done running 3 miles with the stroller. Stephanie, grab a snack. Hello, Keegan and Julia and Kelly and Amanda. So, 'tis Tuesday. I survived Monday. Bit of a shite show. Per the normal, usual Monday, right? But I hope you guys all had a nice Mother's Day. Oh, it's Katie's birthday. Happy birthday, Katie. I hope you all had a nice Mother's Day. I came home from my long 9-day trip sick because that's how I like to roll. And I ended up in the walk-in clinic on Sunday with the nastiest of ear infections, which is still raging. I am literally leaving after this live to get into the car to drive an hour to go to see the ENT because I'm super nervous about flying again on Thursday. I'm emceeing a conference on Thursday. And I'm really nervous about getting on a plane because my ear feels like I can't hear out of it. It's so bulgy. Like I'm super, super nervous. So I'm going to go to the ENT and let them take a peek in there because they're claiming that I have to get tubes to drain the fluid. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I have to get on a plane again on Thursday. And they're like, yeah, we don't recommend that at all. So I'm going to go and see the specialist to be like, seriously, can I or not? And the problem is this happens to me every summer. If you were here with me last summer, you know the struggles I had in the summer before. I have terrible allergies and everything drains into my ears and my ears are awful, and then I have all these problems when I fly. So I think ear tubes would be a great idea if they think they're going to work. Not that I can get them before I fly out on Thursday, but I mean, I might have to cancel my trip if they're going to tell me that my eardrum's going to like explode on a plane, because that's disgusting and sounds awful and painful, and I don't want to do that. So one of the reasons I hate traveling. That, and I really like my couch. I'm a fan of my couch and all things couch related. Hello, Becky. So I'm just sitting here with my best friend. Hi. We're just hanging out. She stinks to high heaven. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of different things. I'm not sure what I want to do. So anyway, I'll take a peek. I don't need to sit here and gripe about my ear infections. But anyhoozle. So what a long Monday yesterday was. And I don't know why. It was just, I guess it's because I had been gone and then I came back to the real world, which I thoroughly enjoyed because I absolutely love working on this stuff. So I shot a video. I have a new video coming out tomorrow, and I'm nervous about it. It's definitely has some adult content in it. Everything is bleeped out, but it's like right up to the line, right? Like here's the line. I'm kind of dancing and tiptoeing on it a bit, but I think it's funny. So I'm a teensy weensy bit nervous about releasing it, but I feel like, God, it's too funny not to. I think that, but sometimes, see, every time I burp, it pops. I'm nervous about it, but I think every time I think it's like super, super funny, I don't know if it might fall flat. So I don't know. But so that will go up later today here on YouTube, and it will go up onto the blog tomorrow. But it is right on the line, just tippy-toeing. So, you know, but I didn't curse or anything, but it was, there were insinuations made. Oh, yeah? Yeah, Bessie, Kirkland's, $25, I think. Kirkland's. And it's still for sale on their website. Oh, I didn't see what happened with Jennifer. I hope all is well. Yeah, so it is, we survived Monday. I'm going to the doctors to figure the ear situation out. I'm excited to have a regular Wines Day this week. I had a ton of fun with Wines Day last week, though, with Trailer Trash Tammy and my friend Brooke from Coffee and Chaos. Those two ladies, it was such a delight to meet them in person. Tammy is such a sweetheart. Let me tell you, if you don't follow her, she goes way over the line. Her mouth is like a trucker. If you're offended, even not easily, just if you're offended, like it takes a lot, like she could totally offend you. But the best part about it is it's a character. It's not who she is. Oh, Katie, no way. Bessie's $79. I got that puppy for $25. Oh, brownie brittle. I'm sorry to let you in on that secret, but it is addicting. I eat it on this couch at night. But Trailer Trash Tammy is hilarious. She's so funny, right? But it's a character. She's an actress. So this is a character. But she is the sweetest, nicest doll of a human being. She doesn't actually smoke. She doesn't drink. She calls everybody Shug. She's from Oklahoma. She's a delight. She gives good hugs, and I hate hugs. And it was so nice to meet her in person. She's just funny, but you need to beware. Oh, Jennifer, I'm so sorry. Oh, I know I've been out of the loop for a week. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jennifer, I will be praying for you. I'm going to come check in Hot Mess in a bit. I have coffee clutch after this. But I'm so sorry. Jennifer's miscarrying, and I have been there 3 times. 3 times. And no matter what anybody says, doesn't matter how far along you are, nothing makes it easy. But we should talk about it because the majority of women have gone through it, but they don't want to say anything because you never know how people are going to react to it. But we are praying for you, and we are here for you, and that's what this community is truly all about. And it is, unfortunately, you never know. You really never know. 3 times. Joy says she's been there 3 times too. It's tough. I had 2 before my first child, and then I had 1 in between my first and my second, and then the third with Brian was a whoopsie daisy. But yeah, it is. Yes, it's so incredibly hard, Jennifer. Nothing makes it easier. Even, I think talking about it gives you some comfort because you know that other people have been there. But nothing makes it easier. Your heart is broken. It's like the second we know that we're growing this little life, it's nothing makes it easier. But I do hope that that you can always come here and talk about it and know that many, many, many of us have gone through it. I assumed after my second miscarriage, and I had tons of problems. I was terrible at being pregnant. So I had awful, awful pregnancies with surgeries and medication and bed rest, and it was terrible. My body just has a really hard time carrying babies, which is why I closed up shop after the 3rd one. Because I've always said I'd have had 1 more. I'd have done 4 or gone to 5, but my body just couldn't. And, nothing makes it easy. You have visions about what this baby is going to be like. So don't feel like you have to put on a brave front. When I was at this conference that I went to before I headed to the one in Baja, Mexico, if you don't know who Brene Brown is, she's amazing. She's written tons of books, one of which I have to read her first one. but she talked about leaning into it. And what she meant was leaning into your feelings, leaning into your joy, leaning into your pain, because it's important that we feel all of the feelings. It's important that we be there in that moment to understand how it can shape us. And it's hard to do because especially if you're somebody like me who's emotionally stunted, leaning into it makes you feel everything, and it's tough, right? But I think that's where we grow and learn. And so leaning into it can give us a greater perspective about what's going on. And she did a TED Talk on shame resilience. And if you just Google her name, Brene Brown, and TED Talk, yes, Carrie, she's so stinking phenomenal. So you should check that out, because she listening to her speak was just, it was like, the heavens had opened up, there were angels singing, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is my problem. I have such a hard time leaning into the joy, because I'm always worried that something crappy is going to happen. So you just hold, and it's like you spend the majority of your life clenching, right? And so starting this community was me trying to lean into that back 4 years ago when we started this. October will be our 4-year anniversary. But we have to do it in all the aspects of our lives, and it's not easy. It's very hard. But you have to lean into the pain as much as you lean into the joy, and you have to try. And I'm not going to say find balance, because I don't believe balance exists. I think that's just phooey. But you have to make the choice. Oh, and we've got a remove. I got him. I had him. Yeah. And it takes time to heal, but we're here for you, to talk, to cry with you, to do whatever, because it is not, absolutely not easy. So, oh yes, Carrie, she's phenomenal. So what an amazing woman. I want her to be my best friend. No, dude, you're done. You're done, buddy. You are not allowed to be in here. Why do these creepos come in here? Get out of here, okay? For the love, creepo. No, you cannot come in here and comment. Get out. Not even going to say your name, you dirty bird. Yes, I am live. Did you not get a notification? Are you not? If you're subscribed to the channel, you should get a notification, I believe. I know, Sherry. It's like, I'm not even going to dignify this with calling out his name. I put him in timeout, and then realized, oh wait, I can just ban him. So I did that. Yes, Hillary, I pray for that as well. I know. I don't know, Sabrina. I did, but didn't see or hear it. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Tracy. You reported him. I appreciate that. I could ban him, but I couldn't report at the same time. So thank you. So yeah, so so I had an interesting trip. I had a great conference with Mom too. Oh, have fun cleaning the bathrooms. I did that yesterday. I got to see friends. I got to hang out with other bloggers, our hot mess mavens. I got to see people I hadn't seen since last year's conference. I had a really great time. We did the Today Show had me on to do a panel to talk about communities and kindness. Oh, a self-cleaning toilet, if that's not a delightful miracle. So I had a really great conference, and then we went to Mexico, and I was taken completely out of my comfort zone. I had no idea, because I'm an idiot, that Mexico is a desert. So that was interesting. The sun wants to kill you in Mexico. And I'm from Florida. I feel like we get some really some hot, steamy sun. That dry heat, man, I'll take the wet heat, I think. The dry heat tried to kill me, okay? Brutal. Okay. Oh, good, Stephanie. Moving to Dallas, Texas. Next year, for this conference, I will be in Austin, Texas. I will be in Austin, Texas. I have never been to Austin. I've been to Dallas. I'm excited for next year's conference to go to Austin. So that will be fun. But, you know, it's always a great experience because even if you're put outside of especially when you're put outside of your comfort zone, you learn things and you have a perspective shift. I had a good time. But it was difficult for me because prior to starting this blog, I had never traveled anywhere, right? No, I didn't. Did you swim on the trip? That could have ruined your ears. I didn't swim, but I sat in a pool because I can't swim, so I sat there, but I did dunk my head underwater. Maybe that's how I got the ear infection. Who knows? I don't swim in the ocean because of the sharks that want to eat me. I feel like there are sharks swimming around and they have a list and they're like, that chick Meredith in Florida, we're going to eat her for sure. Then we're going to go get her friend, so-and-so. Could have been. Either way, I cannot seem to get rid of it. I've only been on medication 3 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but the bulge feeling has not gone down. Sharks, Sherry, it's the sharks. And then you get the land sharks that just kind of like flop up and like walk onto land, and it's like, no, we'll have none of that. Not coming up here, eating my butt on the sand, so I have to back up the chair. Land sharks are real. So, anyway, hello, Aim High Homestead. So it's, you know, overall, it was fantastic. It was way too long a trip. I missed the kids like crazy. I was so happy to see them. Sherry, I didn't know they could come up on the sand. I lie a lot, guys. I lie a lot. I lie a lot. Hey, and if you don't know, I know. If you don't know, we have an app, and you just go to your app store, whether you're iOS or Android, and it's called That's Inappropriate. You can go in and click on Find Mamas, and you can put in your zip code, and it will tell you if there are moms close to you. So, if you've not signed up for the app, it's free. Like being chased by Sharky. So you can go in there and you can find each other. You just got to go into the iOS or Android, whatever. We have them for both. And you just type in That's Inappropriate, and there's the app. The app will also give you the ability to be notified for live shows and other things like that. So just sign up for the app. And then you can see, and I think part of the problem is a lot of people don't know the app exists, and then they don't, you know, so I have to be more vocal about reminding people that the app is there, because the app is there to give you the daily content. You can find other moms, you can get notifications, and we just want to know that, like, so like if YouTube doesn't notify you or Facebook doesn't notify you, we'll notify you. We'll tell you when we're live or when there's a new video or whatever. So, oh, if you're for the love shirt, I love that one, Amanda. I'm sporting my sister's UCLA tank top. That's where she's in getting her doctorate, because she's fancy and smart. So she's not fancy. She's a hippie. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the groups. We haven't been able to get people to get into the groups. Oh, good, Carrie. Well, I'm glad you've got the app, and we're here to help you through it. Okay? And if you are in Hot Mess Express, because that is the private membership site, it's $1.99 a month over there, you can also get into the Facebook group, do the live chat that we have in there on Thursday. We do Coffee Clatch at noon on Tuesdays, noon to 1. So we have other things that you get as well for the $1.99 a month that are separate, and that's private. That's a private Facebook group. So you can be in there and you can chat and talk, and it's not out to all of the interweb. So there's that. And then we also started a second Facebook page That's Inappropriate Parents, and that's going to give all of that content that I've been putting out as well. That's also over there. So if you want to follow that page as well, if you miss something on That's Inappropriate, you'll find those content pieces on That's Inappropriate Parents. But that's all the parenting stories and stuff like that. So you can head over there too. We're just trying to find the most ways for you to get the information and find the community and find the network. So that's what we're doing there. Yeah, Janice, Queen does rock. And if you want, you can also shop the online store right now in the app as well as at our website and on our Facebook page. So if you did want to get a t-shirt or a wine glass or a coffee mug or anything like that. And that's why you guys are in it together. Megan is saying, I have also gone through a nasty divorce. You know, if you need support, that's what it's all about. Being supportive of each other. Are you changing or you're good to go?
Can you tell them how I almost didn't make it through the night?
Okay. I'm seriously headed to the doctor for a potentially ruptured eardrum. You've had the sniffles for like 3 days. You didn't almost die. At no point were you even close to death.
My dieting.
Oh, you mean that?
Die is in it. The word die is in it.
So the business manager he had a bit of a man cold, but on top of that, he has recently been dieting to get his blood pressure down. The doctor was like, you need to lose some weight. And he crawled onto the couch yesterday and basically said, I think I'm going to die. And I was like, why, what's wrong? And he's like, well, my stomach is eating itself. And I'm like, well, we just had dinner, so you kind of need to...
We didn't just have dinner. Dinner wasn't
5
hours before.
Dinner wasn't early. We had dinner at
6:30.
We had dinner at 6:30. And after dinner, you had a full mango. So you did have something to eat after dinner.
That's why I slept. I was comatose.
No.
My body was hibernating because it couldn't function.
I am proud of him for sticking to his diet. He's already lost 10 pounds. He hasn't had any bad food in how many days?
I don't know.
12 days? 2 weeks?
Since the first, 15.
15 days.
I just gotta I don't know. It's been hard. The last few days were rough.
He said that he's felt worse since I've been home. I was like, I don't know why you're feeling that way, but... so I hard-boiled a bunch of eggs for him today.
It's not going to help me. Eggs are bad for you.
The whites are not bad for you. Oh. Don't eat the yolk.
That's the best part.
Well, you can't have the yolk.
I'll just have half the yolk.
Oh, my God. Men die every time they have a cold. And he did, Sherry, and he's dropped 10 pounds already. He's done great. But you're not dying. You really need to, understand that. You're not dying. You're just eating proper portions.
That sucks.
Here's the problem with my husband. Yes, he had a Taco Bell addiction, but for the most part, he didn't eat bad food per se. But he ate really so much of it. Yes. But he ate so much of it. He ate so much of whatever food he was eating that there was no way he would. So he would eat any leftovers off of the kids' plate. He would eat anything off that was left over on my plate. He would have seconds before that. So it didn't matter no matter what we were eating. He was overeating on it, right? So now he's just been...
You guys waste so much food.
Okay, we just eat normal people portions.
No, don't take a full serving if you're not going to eat it. Just take a small spoon. And then we'll have leftovers, but you put it on your plate.
You should be taking Beano daily. It will help with the gas pains that you're feeling from your dieting.
It's not gas pains. It's torture pains.
Okay. You really need to suck it up.
And then I've stopped, really cut back. Ever since I ate Brian's chewed up meat, I had to cut back. That was gross.
So Brian was chewing on something, and he's been having a rough time due to the fact that he's basically lost all of the teeth in his mouth, so he can't really chew his food too well. Well, he had chewed some and spit it back out onto his plate, and Dave was eating his leftovers and realized he was then eating his chewed up, spit out food.
What did he say?
I'm feeding you like a baby bird. your daddy, I'm feeding you like a baby bird. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, that's all my chewed up meat you're eating. And I was like, it was disgusting. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so gross. This is why you don't eat off of people's plates. Okay? At all. Are you dressed and ready to go? Because we need to head out.
I'm waiting on you.
Please don't.
I'm waiting on you.
And poor Daff got bit by something right here. She's got a gnarly, like...
You'll have to drive because I'm dizzy and lightheaded.
I can't drive. I have to go Zoom.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, you need to stop with your I'm dizzy and lightheaded. It's not like you've been in a desert for a week and nobody's fed you. Go start cracking some shells. All right. So keep your eyes out. I'm going to put up tomorrow's YouTube video a little bit early for you guys. It's right to the line. I hope you enjoy it, though. It's all truth. It's all truth.
Yeah. It's a community service. Well, not a community service.
I surely hope not. I surely hope not.
No. Service.
It's not a service. It's right at the line, right on the line. All right, guys, I will see you. My husband had the man cold for the past few days, and he says he feels like he's dying. Well, I've had the same cold, and I've been doing all the housework and dealing with the kids. Living the life! All right, guys, I am off to get my actual medical issue taken care of while my husband dies of dieting. I will see you all tomorrow night for Wines Day, but the video will be up here later this afternoon. Potty training does suck. Sorry.